God's Master Plan of Evangelization from the BCBP Discipleship/Leadership Development Workshop, DLDW, Module 1. Introduction. The document begins by questioning why, despite a high percentage of Catholics in the country, there is a lack of visible evidence of true and genuine Christianity. It acknowledges the powerful message of the gospel of Jesus Christ, which addresses the deepest human needs for meaning, love, forgiveness, freedom, and hope. The failure of Christianity to create a significant spiritual transformation is attributed to the lack of genuine conversion and commitment among believers. God's strategy. Christ's command, make disciples, Matthew 28 verses 18 to 20. Christ's Great Commission commands his followers to make disciples of all nations. This directive involves more than just evangelizing. It requires a process of creating true disciples who can, in turn, disciple others. The focus is on multiplication rather than addition. For example, if one person disciples another each year, and each new disciple continues this pattern, the number of disciples grows exponentially over time. Christ's strategy, Christians multiplying themselves. The genius of Christ's strategy lies in discipleship multiplication. Rather than a single individual trying to convert many people, each disciple is trained to disciple others. This approach is much more effective in the long term and ensures that the Christian faith spreads through personal and transformative relationships. The Support/Action Group, a method to disciple. The community leaders in the BCBP are encouraged to focus on discipling a few individuals deeply, who will then disciple others. This method ensures that the entire community is eventually discipled, preparing everyone for further evangelization efforts. The Support/Action Group structure in BCBP facilitates this process by creating a chain of discipleship from leaders to members.
The making of a disciple. Formation versus information. Making a disciple involves more than just imparting information. It requires formation, which is creating duplicates of oneself in faith and practice. Jesus' method of discipleship was highly relational and experiential. He lived with his disciples, allowing them to observe and participate in his ministry. This approach ensured that the disciples not only learned the teachings but also embodied them in their daily lives. 5 Guiding Principles of Jesus' Master Plan for Making Disciples. 1. Selection. Jesus chose a small group of committed individuals to be his disciples. His focus was on depth rather than breadth, investing deeply in a few who would then impact many. 2. Association. Jesus spent extensive time with his disciples, sharing life with them. This close association allowed the disciples to learn through observation and experience. 3. Impartation. Jesus gave everything he had to his disciples, including his peace, joy, and the keys to his kingdom. His life was a model of selfless giving and sacrifice. 4. Demonstration. Jesus demonstrated how to live a life committed to God. His disciples learned by watching him minister, pray, and interact with others. 5. Reproduction. The ultimate goal of discipleship is reproduction, disciples making other disciples. Jesus intended for his disciples to produce his likeness in others, ensuring the continuation of his ministry through them. Conclusion. The document concludes by emphasizing that true evangelism is not about better methods but better men, individuals deeply committed to Christ and his mission. Evangelization is personal and relational, carried out by people who embody God's love and are willing to invest in others. Committees and programs can organize and direct efforts, but the actual work of evangelism is done by individuals reaching out to others. This approach aligns with the vision of Robert E. Coleman's The Master Plan of Evangelization, which highlights the importance of personal commitment and relational discipleship. In fulfilling Christ's Great Commission, by focusing on these principles and strategies, the BCBP aims to foster a community of true disciples who are equipped to transform the world through their faithful witness and actions. This comprehensive approach to evangelization promises a lasting impact as it prioritizes personal transformation and relational discipleship over mere numerical growth. Illustrate Jesus' approach to evangelization. Jesus led Peter, James, and John, who, in turn, evangelized others, creating a network of evangelization. Similarly, St. Paul began with Timothy, Titus, and John Mark, who also extended their reach to others, forming a relational and expanding network. In the present-day BCBP, this model is reflected with the chapter head leading the unit leaders guiding the action group leaders, and the action group leaders mentoring the members. This structured approach ensures that the principles of personal transformation and relational discipleship remain at the core of the BCBP's mission.
It's Discipleship Leadership Development Workshop Module 1. And it was a part 1 and a session 1. Now you have heard it in less than 5 minutes. Now, in the next few hours or minutes, you have to get your notes on the discussion starter, or you can ask your senior leaders or present leaders to discuss any topic about evangelization challenges or any topic that may fit in your chapter. Brothers and sisters, God bless us always.